Greetings once again, my friends. It's been a while. Yes, this year has been very complicated, especially for those who have been watching the channel for a while. You will notice that I have had a pretty prolonged absence. The primary reason is because, in case you don't know, I got a new job. That job took away a lot of time for me. And I promise everything has been okay on our end. We've just been very busy with jobs, with kids, with all that stuff. And things just got so busy that I eventually just decided I had to do kind of a serious check in on my schedule and figure out what the heck is going on, how I can fix it, etc. And so that's partially why we have been gone the last couple of months, aside from other issues that have come up either with work, with family, or anything like that. And I've actually been able to finish that since I actually went on vacation earlier this month. And so at that point, I was able to take a serious look at the schedule and figure out how to be able to do what I want to do while also being able to balance the job, balance the family, and all that stuff. So this is basically going to be an update about it, and I have a feeling that I'm going to have some announcements that are probably going to irritate a few people, and I'm sorry about that, but bear with me. I think that this schedule will work. There might be some bumps along the way, but we will learn from those bumps, and that's really why this schedule is being implemented the way it is because it allows for me to not only be able to do everything around me, but also be able to also grow as a creator, because that's been another issue for the last few years. I haven't really felt like I've been growing all that much. So without further ado, without further explanation, like I said, everything's okay. We just had a really busy year, and I eventually just had to take a serious check to the schedule. So let's get into a couple of the announcements that I do have for this that are positive. One, streaming is going to be returning Saturday, August 26th. And it will be returning with Dracket Shadow Live with Resident Evil and The Messenger, so you guys can join us for that. We also do have a really cool stream planned for Saturday, September 2nd, so you guys can look forward to that, because it's going to be the GNRO podcast all getting together to play a game, and that game is going to be Asura's Wrath. Now, this will not be a regular thing. Unfortunately, Brinton is actually getting ready to get into the master's program for his degree. So at that point, we have to kind of bounce things around his schedule. And that's exactly what we're going to do with this. So September 2nd falls on Labor Day. So we will do that stream, and you guys will get the first little bit of Asura's Wrath. And then when we can make another holiday work, we will bring Brinton back and we will resume Asura's Wrath, which I think it'll only take 2 streams to finish. But if it takes a third, then we'll do the exact same thing. So you guys can look forward to that stuff very soon. As for the streaming schedule, there's going to be a minor change to it. We did change Monday because if people remember a while back, we actually streamed on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, and that actually turned out to work, especially now that Andrea's schedule is the way it is. So now we can make some of those weekday days work out. And Monday was always a real complication, because we would always, since it's the start of the week, we'd have tons of crap happen and we would have to prioritize that. So the new streaming schedule is going to be Saturday nights, Sunday nights, Tuesday nights, and Wednesday nights. We will hopefully be starting at 10 p.m. Eastern. If we can start earlier, we will. And the reason I say that is because, unfortunately, my shift still works the way it does. And if we have to start a little later, we will start a little later. So that's why I'm probably going to set all of the calendar notifications for those who follow them to be 10 o'clock Eastern or 8 o'clock my time, which is Mountain. So you will be able to set it that way. And if we're early, great. If not, we'll be on time. If we're later, I'm hoping to be able to notify you guys, but if we're not on right away and you haven't seen anything from me, don't worry. We will be planning on it. And just the default end from here on in is going to be 1 a.m. Eastern or 11 o'clock our time. because that is the longest that we can stream. Then we have to go to bed. And so we just basically are going to make it so that if I come home late, we'll start then and we'll go until that point. If it's going to be like a half-hour stream, I'll probably notify you guys by that point, just that it won't work. But yeah, so right now the schedule is that Resident Evil and the Messenger will be this Saturday. We will be returning to God of War Ragnarok on Sunday. On Tuesday, we will be finishing at least the first ending of Nier Gestalt. And Wednesday, I'm guessing we'll probably be moving out of the Road to Jedi Survivor, because I think we're really close to beating Jedi Fallen Order. And then we will be moving into the Road to Spider-Man 2. So you guys can look forward to that. But like I said, at minimum, they will start at 10 o'clock Eastern or past that point. If earlier, great. And then they will go until 1 a.m. Eastern. So you guys can join us for that for a couple of hours. We can just sit back, chat, and have some fun. But here's the thing. As a content creator, streaming has become kind of a primary thing for us, for me as a creator for the last few years. And that was actually never the intention. I actually wanted to be a creator doing just regular videos. And unfortunately, streaming took up so much of my time. I just had to put a lot of ideas to the back burner because I didn't have the time for them. Now that I have a schedule that I think is going to work a little bit better, I think I would be able to do those. However, right now the plan starting September 1st is that I'm going to try and have at least one video a week in some kind of a podcast format or another. And that'll be starting September 1st. And we'll just basically be aiming for every Friday. If I can't do one that week, I will obviously notify you guys days before that. And they will consist of a bunch of ideas that I actually want to do and that I think fit into different niches. So first of all, let's go into those really quick. We're going to have, so it's either going to be one of these, and I'll even let you know ahead of time what it's going to be. The first one is going to be the GNRL minicast. I know that some people have loved that and have missed it, and I have missed doing it. Primarily what the GNRL minicast is going to be is opinion videos from me on particular issues. Maybe issues that I can't necessarily get into our monthly podcast, but also there are going to be issues that maybe affect me as a geek, or in my opinion, the world of geek as a whole, and I will give my reasons for those. But yeah, you can look forward to those, and it's not just going to be like me reading an article. I'm also going to be bringing a couple of my own personal opinions about gaming and what's going on with it right now, or anime, what's going on with it right now. And you guys can feel free to leave your opinions in the comments below when I get there. The next idea that I have is an idea that I've been trying to get off the ground for quite a while, and it's called Build a Better Geek. I tried to implement this in the podcast so many times, and I've just kind of come to the realization that it has to be done as its own video. Now, to the people who have not appreciated that, I will say that you guys have got a good point. The way that I usually approach this is, the basis is that I try to help geeks that maybe are having issues in particular aspects, and I just come up with a little snippet for you guys to be able to better yourselves. I don't do that in a condescending manner, and a lot of people have let me know that they think that's what it sounds like, and that's never been the case. I actually love being able to help people out, especially when it's just the little things in life. And, I already do that a lot in streams, but I would love to be able to do individual videos in that regard. And so Build a Better Geek is going to be that, where I'm just going to take a little tip and give you guys a little bit more info on it on that given week. And it's not going to be meant to be condescending. It's going to be more meant to help you, because I know as a geek, I've had my own struggles, and I know that there are other geeks that have had them as well. And so I want to be able to do that because I want to be able to be a person that can help you out just as much as maybe you've helped me out. So we have the GNRL minicast, we have Build a Better Geek. Geek News Game Night. Yes, it's still happening. It's still in development, but even I have kind of realized maybe I'm just pushing things out too far and being a perfectionist about it, and so I need to kick my own ass a little bit and get them out there. Geek News Game Night will be happening, and it's just basically going to be a game review, but not based on soul negativity or soul positivity. It's going to be an objective review of a game that either you can suggest or that I have on a list that I've been wanting to try. So when they are ready, I will be putting them up as that weekly video. So you guys can look forward to Geek News Game Night very soon. I've almost got the script done for the first one, so we should be good there. And then another series that I'm going to be starting is called Questing with Drak. A number of you have noticed my love for MMOs, and I know some people have appreciated the Tale of Drakfu as well as some of the other videos I've done on the allied races. And so I basically decided to expand that, and we're going to be doing something not just in WoW, but also in other MMOs, where I go through a particular quest line and I give my opinions on it. You guys will have footage going up as it goes along, and I'll give my opinions as the quest unfolds and whether or not it is a good quest or a bad quest. And trust me, like I said, it's not just for WoW. I've also gotten some ideas for you guys for Final Fantasy XIV, for Star Wars The Old Republic, even a couple of ideas for games like Mass Effect, where we can do that. So feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments below for that, and I will look up the quests and make sure that I can do them, and that I can do them in a timely manner and, not have to spend a whole lot of money to be able to do it. But you guys can look forward to Questing with Drak very soon. And yeah, thank you so much to all the people who support the WoW content, even though it hasn't happened in a long while. I've been very humbled by that, because I actually do like going through those quests and giving my opinion as things go along. Is it going to be a live viewing? Probably not, but I'll still keep things going and give a basic outline of how that quest is supposed to go and my thoughts as it goes along. So you guys can look forward to that. So once again, GNRO Minicast, Build a Better Geek, Geek News Game Night, and Questing with Drak are going to be happening in this weekly format, and I will let you know in advance what it is going to be that week. Also, I did want to get back to streaming just a little bit. There will also be some changes coming to our streaming format. I know that some people might be worried by me saying that, and I totally get your hesitation, but basically what they are going to be is hardware changes. I've been running streaming for a couple of years now, and we've gotten to a point where there are some changes in the streaming room that I would like to be able to make, and that will happen over time. It's not going to be overnight, but as things go along, we might see things like the 2-camera setup go away in favor of something that is a little bit better, as well as better audio and video, so we don't have too many issues in that regard. And also trying to basically get a streaming PC up and running so that not all of the backbreaking work is done on one PC. So at that point, you guys can look forward to that, but that's not going to be a regular thing. It's going to happen over time. So those are pretty much the announcements that I have. Thank you for letting me bend your ear, and thank you so much for those who have been patient. I know that some people have also been appreciating the episodic podcasts that we've been doing. Those are going to continue to happen, but I am backed up in a lot of that, so I will be editing it as fast as I can along with the weekly videos. That's actually primarily why it's going to be one video a week, so that I can get through those. Because as many as we actually record, we actually get like 2 more that I have to go and edit. So hopefully this schedule will work for people. And no, the Geek News Anime Night, streaming nights, those aren't going away. The monthly podcast isn't going away. They are just being moved into a different kind of format. And like I said, all of this is just so that I can put things out more consistently for you guys, so that you don't have the big content droughts like you've had for most of this year. So once again, thank you guys so much for your patience. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it, even though maybe it looks like I don't. I actually very much do. So thanks so much, and we will see you guys on Saturday for the return of Dragon Shadow Live. Take care.